Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you today? So, I think I've done a reading for you before, but just do my little spiel anyway. I hear, feel, sense, know. They talk to me, but they also show me pictures, and I call it spiritual charades. I try to describe the picture the best that I can. There is always a reason for whatever they show or say. So if it doesn't make any sense now, just keep it in mind. You'll either see it later, remember it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later and go, I know what he's talking about. This is not, they make me itch. They make me itch like I have head lice. Here we go. Um, Forgot what the rest of what I was going to say. Anyway, sometimes might have to stretch it outside the box a little bit. He should give me enough so you know what he's referring to. He won't give me a lot of details normally. That's just the way they work. So I don't even know if I can describe this little dance he's doing. He's following his daughter. He follows her around, and he's not creeping. He's not doing the creep walk. He's doing a funny little dance, and then he spins around almost like he's a ballerina. He just like dancing all around her. Just it's really cute. It's really cute. I don't know how old the daughter is. Now she's below 10. They see and hear spirit, just like animals, no problem, because nobody's told them yet they couldn't or shouldn't do that. If she's older, she still senses him. She knows he's there. And sometimes she turns around and goes, "Oh, stop it and back off." He must be there a lot. Must be bugging her. If she's not smaller now, when she was smaller, he would kind of hold his finger up and she would twirl, kind of like a ballerina. Did she take dance or anything? Or when she was little, did you see her just turn like a ballerina in the middle of the floor? He was holding her fingers while she was doing that. She was dancing for him. He called it dancing for daddy. Dancing for daddy. It's like he rocks her to sleep. So even if she's not small enough to rock, it's how do I explain this? I mean, even if she's an adult, a teenager, he's probably not. But it's still that same energy. It's that same feeling of love. It's the same giving peace and security and I want to say blessing, but that doesn't sound right. Even like he was physically rocking her when she was little. He tries to bring her that rocking a baby and they go to sleep and they feel you and they feel your energy and they feel your warmth. It's still the same thing no matter how big the kid is. No matter how big she gets, he'll be doing that. Why is he dropping rocks? He's just like picking up, well, the rock's about this big, and he just picks it up and drops it. And then he picks another one up and he just drops it. My spiritual charades I don't like. And then he drops one and he kicks it. What the hell are we doing? He's pushing a lawnmower and he runs over the rock. Did you recently have a rock fly out from under the lawnmower and maybe hit your car or something? But you're also going to find rocks in strange places. It doesn't have to be that size. It could be a little pebble. you might find on your kitchen counter. Like one time I walked out of a business and I had an open cup with a drink. There were no trees, there were no birds. And I went and sat it in my truck and I look in there and there's a little bitty feather. Where'd that come from? And I'd already drank part of it, so it wasn't there before. So you'll find things like that in strange places. So it's not every rock you see, of course. It's going to be in strange places. Or maybe you'll get out of your vehicle and you'll step on one. And you're not on a gravel parking lot or road. I always ask them to come up with something unique. We've all done the feathers and the coins and the butterflies. Okay, he's mentioning a grandma. I don't know if it's his grandma or your grandma that's up there, not exactly with him, but they've interacted. They're there. They're both not too far. Oh my goodness, I sound like I'm bumbling. Bumbling. He's letting you know he's found grandma. See if she will show herself so I can describe her. We'll know which one she is. Nope, not gonna do it. Hey, it's their show. I can't make them. Oh, who? He's stroking somebody's hair. At first I thought it was yours, and then I didn't think it was. He strokes the daughter's hair. Just strokes it. Like when she's asleep or going to sleep. And still there's that sense of comfort he's bringing. Peace, love, calm. Same as with the rocking. She's going to grow up to be just as beautiful as her mother. And I'm very glad about that. You're a good person. And I'm so happy that she is well taken care of. What are you doing? He's going like this. I don't know if he's trying to hear you. He's not saying a lot. There's sometimes you think you hear him. And like you're trying to listen a little harder, like it was like off in the distance, or it was real soft, or it wasn't like right up in your ear. It was something you go, I think I heard him. I think I heard him. Or maybe you heard him say your name. He wants you to know that's real. He says the grandma brings you signs like smelling baked goods, like bread or pies or whatever, in kind of a warm, kitcheny feeling, not just baking, but that feeling like when grandmas used to be in there baking for us because they loved us. He says, that's her. I come around, it's like I can feel him right here in my head. It may not be the exact spot. I always try to explain it exactly, even though it may not be exactly when it happens to you. It might just be where he's doing it just to show. It's just kind of like a pressure, like a balloon touching me, like right there. Just a little. You can feel something different than what's on the rest of your head. His whiskers. His whiskers up against your cheek or your ear, up against your ear. Like bristle, the bristles when they haven't shaved for a little bit. Could be tickling. You could get warmth over here. Could get goosebumpy type shit stuff over here. Everybody feels it different. Like when my bob gets really close, which he hasn't done for a while, my ear will actually get bright red and feel like it's burning because his energy's so strong. So he says, I'm very glad we made this little treasure. She's going to be awesome in this world. Smart as her father. As smart as her father. So as soon as he said that, he drew my eyes to the timer on the. It's one of them days. Timer on the camera, and it was 1111. So go Google angel number 1111. Just type that in there just like that, and there'll be something in there for you with that. He's saying somewhere down the road you're going to see him. I'm not sure he's going with this. Somewhere down the road you're going to see him. I don't know if you're just going to look up and see him standing there. Like it's rare to see them full body, like solid, full, like a real person. But I think he's going to be about as real as he can be. If you don't want that, tell him. If you think that would scare you, because normally when you see them, somebody besides me, and they do it to me too. It's in your peripheral vision, and I include this up here too because I can be at my desk and I'll go, somebody's walking by. But then when you look up or you look over or you think you see someone going down the hall and you actually look, there's nothing there. So you think it's your imagination, but that truly, it works that way. I don't know why. You can see them in your peripheral vision, and then when you look dead on, they do it to me too. But I think you're going to actually look, open your eyes or something, and he's going to be standing there, probably just for a second. He's going to be smiling. If you don't want that, if you think it'll scare you, tell him, please don't do that. Or give him permission. And it might happen sooner because he's saying down the road, like it's not going to be tonight. Don't know why. It's up to them. There's a step you want to take. You're very unsure about it. But he says you should do it. Don't know if it's a job or maybe moving to a different place or something like that. I don't think it's about another person. It's about something you want to do or something you want to change. And you just keep sitting there going, I don't know if I should. He says, do it. He says, changes are good. Changes have to happen. Or we'd still be in diapers. That's what I say all the time. He's repeating. He's copying me. I always say, things have to change. Or we'd still be in diapers. We'd never change out of that. How we came here to this world. And you're not, he's actually showing a rope tied around you. You're not tied to that next decision because you can always change it. Your world is made of your decisions, good or bad. Your choices define your world. He says, so try to make good ones. And if they're not once you do it, then make another choice. He says you need to go get your feet wet. So it's something, just don't quite know if you should do it. Some decision, some choice, and he thinks you ought to get your feet wet. So it can't be a bad thing. And there's the lessons we learn in every single one of these choices that oh, good Lord, you ought to see the lessons I've had. Rough. So know that I still care about you. Know that I still watch out for you. Tappity. He's saying tappity, tap, tap. He's tapping on your head. Tappity, tap, tap. Tappity, tap, tap. You may not feel all those. And he's making me itch again. Sometimes when Bob gets mad when I ignore him, it feels like a pin sticking me. They can get pretty forceful. Usually it feels more like a bug crawling across your head or just like something's moving my hair or something when they go tapping on my head. Sometimes I can actually feel it go all the way through my hair to my head. Don't know how you'll feel it for sure. And how forceful he can be. So no, those are signs. Make sure you validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, and ask him to bring you more. Give him permission. Ready to beat the band. B-A-N-D. Hopefully that means something for you. And just know, I had somebody get a hold of me the other day, and I gave him a reading 6 months ago. And he said, I just want to let you know that one of the things you said just happened. So it's not always, sometimes it's things that are going to come up that you'll see later. They don't have a time. They don't have clocks. There's no calendars. Their time is just. Call me whenever you need to. I'll be there. Oh, what's that song? Is it the Jackson 5? I'll be there. He says I'm not singing it. But you can go look up the words to the song. And there'll be a message in there for you from him. Stand up, stand tall, put your shoulders back, walk proud. Because you should be proud of yourself. You should be very proud of yourself for your accomplishments. Stand a little taller, stand a little straighter. I'm not sure he's talking about physically, but anyway, if you do stand a little taller and straighter, it does kind of pep us up a little bit. He says you have every right to be proud of yourself. And I'm proud of you. With that, he's going to leave. Call on him anytime you want to. He'll pop it right in. You may not know that he's listening, but he will hear you. I promise you, 1,000% he can hear you, he can see you. All you gotta do is call his name. And he'll listen. Okay, with that, he's leaving. He kept pulling my eyes down to my scribble paper where I scribble notes on it. And I was pulled to the word Earth Cam, C-A-M, like for camera, Earth camera, Earth cam. just the CAM, C-A-M. So I don't know. I don't think your name's anything close to that. So CAM, it may not be exact. Just keep it in mind, because I don't think it's anything to do with the Earth camera, because I couldn't see the Earth. I could only see the cam. Or maybe you were just on Earth cam. I don't know. Okay. Much love to you, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. See you later. Thank you for allowing me to be his voice.